I wanted to go back as well. A number of months ago, you spoke with a Sports Business Journal about that you were going to be sitting down with Jimmy Pitaro and talking about the future at ESPN beyond 2025. That was several months ago. At this point, are you still in the midst of like early negotiations, and are you envisioning post 2025 and ESPN being a big part of those?
Yeah, our deal is coming up, and yeah, I believe that talks will begin here with ESPN within the next 3 or 4 months.
And my last question, just because Mark Shapiro's talked a bit about the idea of these kind of super weekends with WWE, of going to a site one night, a WWE event, another night, a UFC event. Do you think that that type of thing works? And do you think that there are strategic ways to cross-promote between the two when there are distinct audiences as well that come with these products?
Could not agree with you more. I don't think, what I think is, if you take a city, I don't know, let's take a city like New York, Los Angeles, and any of the major cities, and you have both events the same weekend, right? I think you're going to bring in a lot of people that aren't the same people. And I think it would be very big for some of these major cities. I think it's a, you know, what you're looking for is an economic impact. You want hotels to be sold out. You want restaurants to be filled. You want people out shopping and hanging out. And yeah, I think that the WWE, the UFC, and a lot of other of our properties could definitely do that.
Would those likely be international destinations, or?
I think they could be anywhere. I think they could be international. I think they could be in the United States. We could literally do that anywhere. We both have, between us and the UFC, we both have pretty big followings, and I agree with you that they're not the same fan base.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
Hey Dana, right here. You watched some local Canadian MMA last night at the Unified event, and from all accounts, it was a strong card. But however, in light of a rough night for Canadians in the UFC tonight, what do you think needs to happen for another Canadian for Canada to get another title contender? Is there anything we can pinpoint?
No, I think first of all, that show that I went to last night, I love the venue. I mean, we're driving in all these back alleys and shit, and I'm like, what is this fight club we're going to here? And then we got to the destination and went inside. It was incredible. It was an incredible venue. And the promoters of that event were all class, and it was a really good setup there for looking for a fight. And I think that if Canada continues throughout the country to have promotions like that give these guys opportunities to get out there and get some wins, like that kid Mo, that fought, all I heard about the week leading up to this thing was this kid Mo. He's 23 years old and he's 3-0. I get it. You're excited. You got a kid that looks like but that kid, he needs time. I told him last night, don't listen to anybody telling you, take your time. You're 23. You got nothing but time. And, we'll see what this kid's got in another, a year or so. Probably have 3 or 4 more fights. And if he's 7-0 and continues to do this, then yeah. But it's about having these smaller promotions in this country and putting on fights as many times as they can a year.
I think a lot of people were looking at welterweight Mike Malott as kind of the front runner of this new wave of Canadians coming in MMA and the UFC. Obviously, he was very close to cracking into the top 15 tonight, but falls short with just a few seconds left. Do you think Mike Malott can still bounce back and become a star or somewhat of a star at 170?
Of course. Tonight was a big test for him. And I knew that coming in because everybody was talking about Mike this week too. And I said, we're going to find out on Saturday. This is his first big test. He's going to walk into a sold-out arena in his home country. There's a different type of pressure that goes on. And, mentally and emotionally, it's completely different. And it weighs on you physically when you get in there. He looked incredible until the last minute of the fight. And unfortunately, that's how it turned out for him. But he'll learn from this, he'll grow from this, and we'll see where he goes. But this doesn't mean he can't be a star in Canada.
Yeah. There's obviously a lot of talk about Khamzat Chimaev potentially being next in line for a middleweight title shot. He posted some concerning health updates on social media a few weeks ago. Seems like he's okay. I mean, now he's obviously calling to fight at UFC 300. But do you know for sure, do you have any sort of official update on where he's at?
Yeah, it's weird. He did get very sick. And, I know he's better. I don't know if he's let's fight in 300 better, but we'll see.
Yeah. And Magomed Ankalaev won the first UFC main event of 2024 last weekend. He obviously wants to fight Alex Pereira for the next title fight. Jamal Hill he says he's been promised that next title fight when he's ready to go. Any idea which way you guys will go there?
No.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. We good? Go ahead, sir. How are you?
Hi, Dana. Keith Whittier with Ottawa Life Magazine. First of all, congratulations to you and your team on putting on another fantastic event.
Thank you, sir.
Take you back last year, I had the privilege of being accredited for UFC 285, and during that there was some filming for this movie called Roadhouse. Turns out that's being released on March 31st. I was wondering if you've had a chance to see it, and if so, how do you grade your feature film debut acting performance?
Mine?
Yeah, because with the face-offs that you did with the Jake Gyllenhaal character.
Oh, yeah. Is that my acting? No, if that's my acting, then, yeah. No, I don't act. I haven't seen it yet. We have it at the office, but I haven't seen it yet. I need to watch it, but I haven't.
Okay. And I'd be remiss if I didn't ask. I noticed it was a bit of a costume change. Before you skip town, are you thinking of going skiing tonight?
No, I'm going right to the plane and going home, man. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I had to get the hell out of that suit. It was driving me crazy. You going with me?
Just one real quick, actually, Dana.
Yeah.
Since it's on the topic of Roadhouse, that leads to Conor McGregor. Can you clarify what's going on with him? Because he announced that he's fighting June 29th. Obviously, nothing official has come from the UFC.
Right.
Is that what you guys are leaning towards? I know you made some comments this week, too, in an interview, I think, with Sportsnet, and maybe it was taken a little bit out of context in terms of like the clarity. So where do things stand with Conor right now? Is he fighting in June?
No. When Conor's ready to fight, we'll announce it. That's what we do.
June is a possibility, though?
I don't know.
Okay.
Good? What's up, buddy?
I just want to say thank you so much for putting this all out. I mean, I really appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy. Thanks for coming. Have a good night.